Since the commencement of campaign activities, especially the presidential campaigns, peace has prevailed, something unusual in Uganda's political landscape. This period had until recently seen no serious violent confrontations between security officers and opposition candidates, surprising members of the public who had anticipated a chaotic and turbulent campaign period. However, this calm has not lasted long. There has been a rise in confrontation incidents involving security officers, the most prominent being the Iganga campaign rally, where police and other sister security agencies escalated crowd control measures, resulting in the death of a NUP supporter.
In our experience this far, the tension points between the security forces and, unfortunately, almost always one of the political parties, specifically the National Unity Platform, is always about infringement of guidelines set regarding departures from designated venues and routes for rallies. And I want to point out here that in all the cases, these routes are agreed upon between the representatives of the parties and the Uganda police.
According to the Inspector General of Police, Abbas Byakagaba, the current shift in the campaign environment is largely attributed to what he describes as NUP's consistent obstinacy. He argues that this conduct has greatly provoked security forces to act in interest of maintaining public order and ensuring a fair campaign landscape, as outlined by the Electoral Commission.
On October 28, 2025, at around 1300 hours, near Obote A village in Lira district, supporters of the NUP presidential candidate attacked police officers. They punctured the tires of a police vehicle, removed the key chip sensor, and various items were stolen. On October 29th, 2025, in Abim district, people purporting to be private guards of the NUP candidate assaulted Edibu Emmanuel, who was subsequently hospitalized. On November 24th, 2025, the NUP presidential candidate led a procession from the party headquarters to the campaign grounds in Kawempe North and Kawempe South. During this period, the security personnel were pelted with stones.
IGP Accuses stressed that such acts of impunity, including the alleged provocation of security officers and vandalism of police vehicles, have led to decisive crackdown operations aimed at apprehending perpetrators and bringing them to justice. He cited the contested Imbarara operation, where hundreds of NUP campaign team and members were arrested during their campaign trail.
This was a planned operation following investigations into the activities which I have earlier enumerated. And I took a decision that now that investigations had reached a certain level, there was a need to arrest the suspects. And therefore, on the 7th of November, we carried out an operation in Imbarara to arrest the suspects who were involved in the different acts in the different areas of the country.
When questioned about the justification of the reportedly excessive force used by security officers, including allegations that sniffer dogs were unleashed on crowds in the name of this parcel, Byakagaba argued that the force used is always proportionate and in line with established police operation policies.
When do you use what? The law, again, the law gives us leverage on how and when to use. Even in these proclamations, if you will take time to listen, it even says force will be used against you, including rifle fire. we hold arms legally. But how and when to use it, we are also guided. There can be misuse, and that can be investigated. But if you are asking, are you supposed to have and use guns, the answer is yes. When and where and how is what is important.
He further attributed some of the circulating and widely condemned video clips and images to malicious and illicit use of artificial intelligence intended to tarnish the reputation of the police force.
Using AI that is also not proper, to confuse our public. Now, if you reduce the force to that level, why do you want to take away the confidence of the people? On the people you are still looking up to provide security. Can we be responsible? But my promise is that much as there is AI, technology is not in one sphere. We will continue to follow that AI and find where it is originating from. Don't be surprised when we land on someone and say, first come to the police.
It's against this background that the IGP called on the public, particularly political candidates canvassing for support, to strictly adhere to campaign regulations, emphasizing that any further deviation from the law will be met with a firm and decisive response from security institutions.
The Uganda Police Force and sister security agencies have been very tolerant and continuously engage the political actors to conduct their political activities in accordance with the relevant laws and guidelines. Some actors have deliberately refused to comply. And I want to assure you that this will not be tolerated and shall be dealt with decisively.
With just 45 days left to the national polls in January 2026, the political landscape is already pointing to yet another tense period, often characterized by disruptive political turbulence, which in the worst cases has resulted in the loss of civilian lives. The IGP warns that this reality should not be ignored by any electoral stakeholder if the country is to deliver a peaceful and credible election. Joseph Kabali, UCTV News.